call me a racist?
Oh my god! It is episode 34 of the Keep on Trucking podcast. Yeah. Now. What if I just came back and I just started doing a voice? It's good to be back, dude. It was a mixture. Last episode was 3 months ago. For context, if someone's watching this shit for the first time, it was a mixture of procrastination, laziness, traveling, and what's this? The weather. I forgot what the weather was called. The weather, dude. It gets hot at 8 a.m. in here, dude. It gets hot at 8 a.m. in here, or 9 a.m. and I get up and I just leave. I wake up sweaty, dude. It turns into a sauna. It's very healthy. I get up and I leave. I'm like, dude, fuck this. And I don't get back until 11 p.m. Thus I don't do the podcast because when I come back, your boy has had fun, if you know what I mean. No, that sounds like it's worse than what I mean. I drink a little bit, so I come back and I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna do the fucking podcast. But I'm back, dude. I'm back, and right now I'm doing this shit at 5 a.m. I'm doing it before the heat, and I got my little fan here. It's fanning this shit out of me. So let's just get right into it, dude. Let's get right into it. Oh wait, hold up. Before we get right into it, I realized that the last episode I did, I was talking about how bad I bombed at a comedy club and like how I was gonna come back stronger and this and that, and then I just don't do the podcast for like 3 months. And I just imagine someone going, Jesus Christ, this guy quit. This guy fucking just quit everything. But nah, dude, I'm back, dude. A lot has changed in 3 months. First of all, I got a different job. I was working at a car wash last episode, and now I'm a waiter. Dude, imagine me a waiter. I was a truck driver for 6 years, dude. I was like just a dirty truck driver for 6 years, and then a comedian that lives in a van, like for like most of the day. And now I'm just, dude, and it's like a fancy. All right, here we go. The camera went out. It was ridiculous. Really nice events, and like, dude, like it's some fancy shit. Like the mayor comes to these events. So imagine me, dude. Imagine I'm like just dressed up, going around. Oh, yes, more wine. Would you like more water? Are you finished? Are you all finished with that? Whatever the fuck they're having, dude. And I did a sketch with Alex Mahaney and Luke Davis, and dude, like that shit that I'm wearing in that sketch that's what I actually wore to work. And anyways, dude, So sometimes they'll have us. Just like hold a tray of wine or water like in the front, like so the event door is open, and then it's just like me like just holding like you guys want just holding water and wine. But what these fools don't know, or the customers, I'll call this the fools. What they don't know is that I've been standing there like an asshole, dude, for like 30 minutes before the event doors open, because these guys, like they don't know how to, like the people coordinating the events, they're very nice, they're very good at what they do, but sometimes they don't know when the event doors open, or they'll lag it. So it's just me and another guy standing there with like our forearms just shaking, dude, for like 30 minutes, and then people will come in. And if you have the wine, you're lucky, because like a lot of people, they just walk in and go, "This wine," and they take the wine. If you're holding the water, nobody wants water, dude. Walking into an event, and people just like come like, "Oh, what's this?" And you're like, "It's water," and they look at you like if you just offer them fucking something bad. Pete, what a shitty comedian I am, dude. Like that was what a perfect time. They're looking at you like if you're offering them to come watch me at a show. That's what they look at you. They go, "Oh, what's this?" "Oh, it's Frankie's podcast." And they go, "Oh, Jesus," and they keep walking. Anyways, so we're there for like 30 minutes, dude. Like, and there was a live band playing. Like, and then after like 20 minutes, dude, I was like just holding this shit, and the live band was playing, and I was like, whatever, man. And I just started like dancing to get my mind off of me holding this like heavy ass tray. I was like just dancing. I was like doing a little. I wasn't doing like quebradita or anything, you know. I was just doing like a little 1-2 step, because I was still holding 12 glasses of liquids. And one of the managers walked by, and they looked at me like what are you doing? Like they didn't say, they're very cool, but they just kind of like shot me a look like, "Don't, you're gonna drop that, stop dancing." And I was like, all right. Well, that's what I interpreted from it. And I was like, all right. So I just stood there holding these glasses, dude. My hands started shaking. The event doors open. The guy next to me goes like, "Hey, blah blah blah," and I go, "What's that?" And then like, my hand just kind of gives out, dude. People are walking in, and all this glass is just like falling on like super fancy people's like dress shoes and like tacones and shit. And I'm like, oh, tacones means heels, and I'm just like, oh, jeez. And I should have felt bad, but I was already resentful that they were making me wait, like holding there. So I was like it's great how it could have been such an embarrassing moment, like, oh my god, I fucked up moment for me. But just me being so over it, I was like, well, that was that, and I felt nothing, dude, nothing. What does that mean about me? I'm a bad waiter. I'm a good waiter. I'm not even a waiter. I just walk around picking up people's dirty trays, and I guess I offer them like little like signs. Oh, you know who I am? You know who I am, dude? Have you guys seen white chicks when they're like walking around with the cheese or whatever? Or like, like just like little like side dishes in parties. That's what I do. I walk around with like little like fucking people go, oh, can I have some? And I'm like, oh, of course. Like that's what the fuck I do. It's insane, dude. It's like the mayor show. The mayor keeps showing up, and like he'll do like speeches, and then I mean that's pretty cool. I don't know anything about him, but just as a public speaker, I like watching him speak. What else have I? Dude, I've been doing a lot of traveling as well. I went to Vermont, Maine, and then California. I got a little stories for those. Dude, I went to Vermont and Maine with Alex Mahaney. And I visited his family, and they had like a little like a reunion, like really beautiful cabins up in Maine. And I got to meet his like family and his mom, and I got to hang out with the whites for about a week. And dude, it was the shit, dude. It was I've never been that far up north. Vermont and Maine are beautiful, dude. Well, we spent most of the time in Maine, but it was beautiful. It was beautiful, and I got to meet Alex Mahaney's mother, which is like one of the nicest ladies in the world, dude. Like fucking Alex is off the wall, dude. I've told stories here about Alex. He's insane, dude. You've seen him like he's fucking insane. But dude, his mom is like the sweetest woman, and like she's my new favorite lady. Like it's like my mom, Alex Mahaney's mother, and then my girlfriend. Like no, you know what? Fuck that, dude. It's Alex Mahaney's mom, my mom, my girlfriend. No, I'm just kidding. No, but she's up there. Dude. And like she was at some point. She was like, I was down by the lake, and she was walking from the cabin. She was probably like let's say that we're talking about a football field. She was like half a football field out. And she was like walking down towards me, and she asked me something, and I couldn't hear her, and I was like, "What was that?" And then she said, "What you guys do today?" And I was like, "No." And she's like, "What?" And I was like, "You're too far for small talk. That's too far." And she goes, "I can say whatever I want." And she came down like she's just a good sport, dude, just a fun lady. And I'm very grateful that I was there with them. And they showed us, and they did like it was like their family tradition, what they do every year, and I am in the wrong in this one, but I'm gonna speak my truth. Alex took us to like where they always get food when they go here once a year, and famously known, the whites, their food, and Alex was fucking pissed at me, dude. That all right, we waited in line for about, let's say, like 25 minutes at some shack on the side of the road for food, and you know me, this is gonna be good if it's like a shitty shack, but that's true with Chinese food and Mexican food. With white people food, I wasn't sure, and now I know. This is not gonna be good. We got haddock fish. I don't know if you ever had of this. Haddock. It's I I think it's a type of fish, and it's deep fried and put in the middle of two buns, and that's it. And there was a line around the block for this shit, and I feel it breaks my heart talking bad about this because like Alex loves this shit, and he got really mad. But dude, yo, it's fish. There's 1,004 condiments in the world, dude. Put anything on it. Salt. Throw some fucking dirt on it. It would have been better. And then, dude, we were angry at that. Dude, they gave it with tartar sauce. The best part of the meal was a tartar sauce, and it was outside by a lake. No, sorry. You know what? Fuck that. The best part of the meal was getting bit by mosquitoes. That's how bad this shit was. On the contrary, Alex and Alex Mayonnaise mother did take us to one of the best lobster places in the world. So it balanced out, dude. Like lobster is so fucking good. And like, you know, she, what a sweetheart, dude. She spotted us. She bought it for us. Dude, I'm gonna go back. I think I'm going back in December. But it's Vermont and Maine, dude. And shout out to Alex Mahaney's family. Oh, dude, and like, dude, you know what's funny? Like you know how like it's like famously kind of known that like white people don't know how to act around black people. Like they always feel like want to be cool, dude. I didn't know how to act around the whites. Like before I left, I was just like asking for money. Nah. Before I left, I was fucking around, and then I told like one of Alex's uncles, I was like, you know, thank you for having me. You know, like, thank you for housing me. Like, this is like very, like they treated me great. And then you guys treated me great, man. I love. And now I know if I ever need any money, I know to call you guys. They were like, whoa, what the fuck? But I was joking, dude. And then you went. Hopefully I go back next year, dude. When they go, hopefully I'm a new part of this trip. And then after that, I went to California, and then I did the Little Brown Boys podcast. So check that shit out. We did that. The Little Brown Boys podcast. It was Frankie Hoy, Frankie with the Y. I don't know his last name. Frankie with a Y, and then Pancho. Like just a bunch of Mexican ass Franks, Franciscos and shit. And we did the podcast, and Frankie goes like, "Yo, like we're gonna go do a show afterwards. Like you want to do a spot?" And I was like, yeah, fuck it. And he goes, but it's at a swap meet. And I was like, all right. And we pull up, and like it was in LA. The show went good, but it was funny because we were like in the parking lot talking about it, and these fools were like they were just they were like, yo, dude, they were calling it a pop up, but they're like, dude, like let's be real, like a pop up, but it's a bunch of Mexicans. It's a swap meet. This is a swap meet. I'm gonna end it right there, and I guess I'm gonna start doing this shit at 5 a.m. I guess I'm gonna start doing this shit at 5 a.m. And that's it for episode 34, man. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you come back.
Are you calling me a racist?